Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be showing you my September bullet journal spread. For this month's theme, it's based on Vincent van Gogh's almond blossom paintings. I found his almond blossom paintings to be very eye-catching, in particular the ones with the red background and the orange background. Those paintings just feel like the perfect introduction to fall. In one of my older bullet journals, I tested out a couple of techniques just to make sure that I had the correct one before I put it into my official bullet journal. The two techniques that I tried to do were to first draw the branches and then paint around the background with the red. And then the second technique I did was to do a completely red background and then draw the trees on top of it. I found the second technique to be much more effective because I didn't have to maneuver around so many objects, and it was just a lot cleaner and much neater looking. For the background, I wanted it to be very rich and very rough looking with a lot of texture, so I made sure not to use a lot of water when I was mixing up the watercolor paint. That is one thing I love about watercolor, is that you can manipulate the consistency very well and get it as thin as you want, or you can get it as thick as you want, as you see here. Moving on to the next phase, I am now mixing up my brown for the branches, and I wanted to make sure that this was very thick, a very thick consistency, because if it was too watery it would begin to blend with the red background, and we do not want that. So just make sure that if you do this, that your watercolor colors are very thick so that they layer on top of each other rather than mix together. Moving on to painting the flowers for the almond blossom tree, I wanted to make sure that I had a variation of fully bloomed flowers and also buds. So here I mixed up the paint very thick. I tried to use white, but my white is not a very pure white. It kind of got a little bit of yellow in it. So, but that's fine, you know, not all flowers are just pure white anyways. So as you can see here, I'm drawing on or painting on some fully bloomed flowers along with some buds to add some variation to make it a little bit more lifelike. Before I started painting for my weekly spreads, I did a quick mock-up in Procreate just to plan out how exactly I wanted my pages to look, just so that when I got there I wouldn't have to freestyle or anything. I knew exactly what I wanted and exactly what I was going to do. For the rest of these pages, I just followed the mock-up that I made in Procreate previously and did different variations of that, repositioning the trees and the branches and also the flowers. For the rest of this video, it's pretty much self-explanatory, so if you just want to sit back and relax, and I'll meet you at the final reveal. Now for the final reveal. Here we have our finished product for the September 2025 bullet journal spread inspired by Vincent van Gogh's almond blossom paintings. Overall, I think everything came out very, very nicely, and I am really starting to love watercolor and will be incorporating that in more of my projects. But overall, I hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.